And as soon as I understood it, my brain, my light bulbs just went up, and I was like, oh, this makes so much sense. Can I exercise to my period? Workouts synced with your menstrual cycle. Hello guys, for those of you who don't know me and are new to this channel, my name is Stephanie from Lifestyle by Stephanie, and my channel is all about workouts, fitness and nutrition, to have a lifestyle that never feels like a chore and is always fun, because we want to be sustainably long-term healthy and fit. We don't want a crash diet and we don't want to shred down for summer. And that is just me. If you agree with me and you want to get on board, you know what to do. Thank you so much. Alright. Let's first talk about the real basics. Let me just tell you, every cycle is different. So what I experience can be different from what you experience during your cycle. But what is the same is the fluctuation of hormones in your cycle. So I'm gonna put down a graph here. And let's talk first about the first phase, which is the start of your cycle, which is your period. The menstrual phase and the first phase of your cycle starts with your period. That means if you don't feel like working out, maybe just go for forest walks or do stretches and that kind of thing, and be very intuitive and kind to your body. And the follicular phase is probably the phase we all like the most. It is the phase where estrogen is rising while progesterone is still pretty low, meaning we'll feel like superwoman because of estrogen. We even have a higher pain tolerance. We have more energy for more intense workouts, and this is the perfect timing to work on our strength because we have a bigger muscle building potential due to estrogen. So this is the time to go to the gym, to hit hard, to increase our strength and our endurance and feel awesome after our workouts. And your hormones are on your side in the ovulatory phase. It's where your estrogen is the highest and you will feel your strongest. Maybe challenge yourself in that time. Put on heavier weights, do longer sessions of cardio, whatever type of sport you enjoy. Try to improve because your body will be your assistant in that phase. And now after ovulation, the luteal phase is considered the high hormone period because your progesterone is rising and is the highest in the month, and also your estrogen rises again a little bit. But since progesterone is dominant, your energy is probably decreasing a bit again, and you might find your workouts harder or challenging than you find them in the follicular phase in the beginning. Also, your muscle building potential isn't as high as in the follicular phase, and because progesterone has catabolic effects, meaning it can eat away on your muscles, it affects the protein metabolism. So if you're not fueling your exercise properly, if you're not eating enough of your caloric needs, you might have an issue with muscle loss a little bit in that period. So it's really important to eat enough and nutritious food so to not run into the danger of that. And since your strength is decreasing a bit, you also have less pain tolerance, unfortunately, and you might even find it harder to recover. So if you remember this, you can be very kind to your body, because I remember I used to do workouts, like similar kind of workouts during the whole month, and some days I would be like, oh, I don't understand this, like I was able to do this before, why is this so hard now? If you ever felt like this is probably why. So understand it's completely normal. It doesn't mean you've lost your strength forever or you lost training effect. It just means progesterone is playing against you right now. And if you know this, you can be kind to yourself and know if you go easier in that phase and don't be too hard on yourself, that it will get better, because you'll be going back into your period in the menstrual phase, and then estrogen will rise and you can kick ass again. Alright, so I hope this wasn't too much for you and you understood it on the basic level. If you want to know more about it, I'm sure there's plenty of resources, as I said in the beginning. And just a little note here that I want to share with you. I personally started using a natural cycle. That is an app that comes with a thermometer that you have to pay for. By the way, I'm not an affiliate with them. I don't get any money for promoting this. I just want to be clear here, it's just something I use and I find very valuable because it tells me exactly on what phase of my cycle I am each day, and that really helped me to understand my own cycle, which is super, super interesting. And the app has many informations and random informations about your cycle as well, which is quite interesting in my opinion. But it also helped me now to understand why I feel a certain way. For those of you who don't know, I'm really into running. Unfortunately, I'm quite busy with uni and YouTube and everything, so I don't run as much as I'd like to, but it actually helps me to see, okay, maybe I'm gonna increase my endurance training and push myself a little bit more in the first phase of my cycle, and then concentrate on different kind of workouts in my second half of my cycle after ovulation. And things like this that I can just tweak a little bit and help me tremendously to be happier with my workouts, if that makes sense. And I also understand if I'm not feeling my best in the second half of my phase leading up to PMS, etc., it's okay too. I'm like, okay, my body needs a bit more rest, I need to prepare for menstruation or whatever, and I give it that, and I go more into, I want to say stretching, but I'm not the biggest fan of stretching. Stretching is brilliant, I just don't really enjoy it, but more softer exercises, and I don't go in high intensity and push myself to the limit, because I know my body doesn't feel the best doing it during that time. So it's more like a comfort kind of workout phase where I'm like doing whatever feels the best for me, like more dance workouts, more exercise to music and that kind of thing that I really love. So I hope this video helped you to get some insights about your menstrual cycle, about exercising to your cycle. If you're interested in the more insights about the menstrual cycle and maybe what kind of foods you can eat to prevent having a painful period and that kind of thing. As far as I know, obviously, if you have serious issues, always go to your doctor, don't trust anyone on YouTube, but I can just share my experience and what helped me in a future video if you're interested about foods and period and how that can be combined to help us be our happiest and yeah, thrivefulness. I'm sorry, I'm not a native English speaker. Anyways, you get what I mean. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment if you want to know, and like this video if you find some new information about it. I would always appreciate to see some feedback. Thank you if you're actually doing it. Alright, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you have a nice day whenever you see this and wherever you are, and take care. Bye-bye.
7 hours driving on the highway, far away, far away. Far away. Every moment I was spending on regrets was such a waste, such a waste, such a waste. Looking on the city lights.